Welcome to my channel. Let's get this journey started. What's going on, everybody? Today we're going to talk about tires. Normally when you get in your car in the morning, you might have your light TPMS sensor switches on. Normally it could be two things. Your tires are a little bit low and the weather changes, hot and cold. Your low pressure went a little bit lower, so your the light comes on. So normally you want to check your tires at least once a month. Check your air pressure. All right, and when you're checking your pressure, you want to come in here so you can know exactly how much pressure you need in your tire. For this particular car, it says here for a cold tire pressure, meaning that when you're coming out in the morning, you check in your tire pressure. You don't want to start your car and drive it around, because now normally when it's so cold, it means it's your atmosphere temperature that is out there. So right now it's saying your tire and the size in here is 18. And for example, you're not sure what you have, you definitely can come over here in your tire right here, and it's going to tell you 235, 45, 18. Just in case you're wondering what these numbers means, this number means 235, it is the width of your tire, and then 45, the thickness here of your tire, and 18 is the size of your rim. So we know that we have the right air pressure. So when I'm looking in here, it's going to tell me front it's going to require 33 psi, your rear is going to be 32. And always remember to have your spare tire inflated also, in case you go on a road trip. You want to make sure that it's appropriate pressure, because if not, I've seen it where a lot of times people get into a flat tire, they change it to a spare tire, and the spare tire has no air either. Alright, so once you do that, you go to the gas station, or you have one of those little air compressors, you put air in your tire, you're driving around all day, you're fine. Here comes a day or two later, your TPMS sensor lights back on. Normally it's going to tell you might have a nail in your tire, so you want to check your tire, and if not, it can be also that your TPMS sensor, the little O-ring, is it's leaking air by. So you have two ways to take out your tires. Normally you have your standard that's in your trunk with your spare tire, with your jack. You got this right here, you put it in here, and a lot of times it's real tight, and you're trying to force it, or the other method is, you put it in here and then you step on your foot and you start doing that. Well, what about by mistake you didn't put it all the way in, and you might slip? Now you might hurt yourself, twist your ankle. So what I like to make sure that I like to have in my car is the torque wrench. And the torque wrench, you can go ahead and put your socket in with your extender, and it's out here. Now you have more leverage compared to this little one, more leverage, and you don't have to be using your back of your legs. You can just come in here and get it open, right? So when you get, now you're going to go to the other side, because we had a nail in the tire. So I already have it jacked it up. And you come down here, this is your jack that comes in your trunk, and what you do is, down here in the back and in the front, you have a pivot point. Normally it's a little metal bracket that's protruding outside. That's where your floor jack's going to go when you get this in the middle. And the way it works is you grab your tools. All this stuff should be in your trunk already. You grab this, you put this in here, and then you're going to grab this right here, put it in here, you start turning it towards your right, and your car starts going up. You get about an inch or inch and a half off the air, and you take your tire out. All right. Once your tire is out, the owner of this car had a nail in the tire, but he had to get a new tire is because the inner side of the wheel was already worn out and some of the metal threads were done. That's automatic indication of your misalignment. You got to get your car aligned. So he's going to buy all new tires here this week. So now I'm going to go ahead and show you how to put the tire in. So you're going to go ahead and come in here. First of all, you want to make sure that you wipe your rotor, the hub. In case you have any debris, wipe the inside in here. Then you're going to come in here and you want to align this within here. I have a bad back, so what I try to do is it where I'm using less force in my back. So I'm going to use my feet. All right, I'm going to put it right here. I'm going to lift it up a little bit and get it in there. Alright, once you get it in there, you see how it's coming out. You want to make sure you try to keep it flushed in there like this together. Then you're going to start grabbing your lugs. putting them on, you kind of want to do it the little start pattern in the same way you're going to torque it. Alright, like 1, 2, and then 3, 4, and the 5th will be last one. It's not moving that much anymore, just a little bit still. So you still want to keep it in there. And the reason why you want to keep the flush straight is because you don't want to start tying it up, and you don't want to sit there and cross thread.
What kind of tires is it?
I'll let Dan put him in there. Just want to get in there hand tight. Once it's hand tight, double check. Okay, it's good in there. So what I'm going to do is, I normally don't like to use this right here, but I'm just going to show you an example what you want to do before you bring it down. Same thing, you want to tighten it up when it's snug. Once you feel it snug, stop it there. You come to the next one, 2, then 3, 4. What is the start pattern? And then your 5th one, you got your wheel lock. Put it in there. And then 5. Once you get it snugged in there like that with your wrench, then you can go ahead and bring your car down. If you just go in there with your hands and then bring it down, you're going to have a chance of messing up those threads, because now you're going to have to force it to get back in there. You don't want to do that. Alright? So once you get that, and by all means, if you're at home, you got a car jack, a floor jack, you can put it in there, lift it up. Now, since we're out here in the road, you got stuck in the road, this is all you have, this is all you have. Now I got it all the way to the floor, so go ahead and finish it, loosen it up by hand. Alright, normally people grab this and tighten it all up by hand. Sometimes you might tighten it too tight, or it might be too loose, and it's still your lug nuts might come out loose. You don't want to do that. You want to make sure you have a torque wrench, because if you make it too tight, you might warp the rotors, or if you put it extremely tight, like I've seen in some cars, you have a possibility of cracking your nut. So what you do is you grab yourself a torque wrench, and you need to figure out what is your foot-pounds for each lug nut, and it is in the owner's manual. You look in your owner's manual, it is 80 foot-pounds. If you don't have an owner's manual in your car, go online and Google the year, the make and model of your car, and go all the way towards the back where it shows you the flat tire, how to change a flat tire. It's going to show you right there. It's going to tell you 80 foot-pounds. So you want to make sure you're torquing. So I'm going to go here, 80 foot-pounds. So you're going to go start pattern. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. You're going to hear click, click. So that's 80 foot-pounds. Next one will be the bottom. Click, click. That's 2. And you come here. Click, click. That's 3, 4. Click, click. The last one is your lock key one. So I'm going to check it again one more time just to make sure. You hear that click? That means you're at 80 foot-pounds. That is the manufacturer's recommendation for your tire. Alright, so now you have your new tire in here, whether you had a spare tire in here or you had a plug kit, whichever case may be. You put it back in and you torque it to your manufacturer's recommendation. You can continue being safe on the road. And if you don't have one of these torque wrenches, invest in one, because you're going to need it one of these days. You might be out on the road, stuck in the road, and nobody help you out. Thank you for watching. Thanks for tuning in. If you like my content, subscribe below and follow me in my journey as I show you how to do car maintenance and home repairs.